Hey, hi, hello, everybody. We're going to do a general reading. We're going to do a past, present, future with a challenge and what you don't see coming in. Remember, if this resonates, that's great. If not, just leave it. Maybe the next one will be for you, but let's see what's going on. Overall energy of what you don't see coming in is it strongly encouraging somebody to plant the seeds to their manifestation. You're coming into learning a lesson. A cycle is still open when it comes to the involvement of somebody from your past with the King of Wand energy, but you're slowly coming out of that mental conflict. There's the curiosity surrounding the separation, but you're still being called to reject this, to regain peace. It's heavy, but allow the silence and the distance to happen. It's strongly encouraging you to pull all your energy back, because you're the only one that's holding it all together anyway. This person's going to view you as a missed opportunity. There's a massive ego death with communication coming in, but it's encouraging you to let go of expectations right now. So let's see what's going on. In the past, you have the Devil in reverse, the Six of Cups, and the Star. In the present moment, you have the Four of Wands, the Four of Swords in reverse, the Chariot in reverse. In the immediate future, the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Five of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. And your challenge is the Judgment. I love the past, present, future spreads, because if you're energetically aware of what's happening in the immediate future, you can energetically shift it. You can see in the past where you were already energetically trying to release this. It was a very stuck, like, how do I say it was without sounding cliche, like a very stuck roommate energy. This is definitely somebody who was already energetically disconnecting. You can see where the tie was here because something was so routined in this energy. You were already manifesting fulfillment in the past. And in the present moment, you can see the stability, the support coming in, especially with your awakening. But the challenge is there's no movement because you have a judgment coming in, especially because in the overall of what you don't see coming in is somebody is having some form of an ego death, and you are still vulnerable to this, and not in a way of, this is definitely was your comfort. Something was very routine, possibly a little bit of a codependent energy. And remember, I'm not saying this to call anybody out, but this is how we heal. When we acknowledge things, we can successfully heal them out, because in the immediate future, that love that you had for this situation, you're still very vulnerable to it. But the only thing that comes with is a sense of depression, especially because you're the one that is constantly always giving and feeding and making the connection successful. That's why in the past, when you were already manifesting some form of a detachment, you were already calling in wish fulfillment, and it's already trying to show in the present moment with this stability coming in. So let's see. Yeah, this energy did one thing. It kept you stuck. Yeah, it drained you. It depleted your energy. The Nine of Cups in reverse, you can see in the upright at one point, it was your wish fulfillment. It was a very comfortable, routine energy, but that's why the universe was calling in a change to come in, because something, the disrespect got way too routine. There were a lot more bad days than there were good. This is why you were already energetically disconnecting from this situation. Your crossroad was blocked, but you started seeing things very clearly. There's your healing. It already started happening in the past energy. Now, let's see your present moment. Yeah, the King of Swords in reverse, this person is still very much in your energy. This is definitely probably somebody who's mad, isn't the nicest, a very cold, distant energy, and possibly says things that are malicious at times. Yeah, it's encouraging you not to give life back to this, to wave the white flag, because it only comes with anxiety, depression, questioning yourself, a lack of success. When you have something of greater value coming in, the Ten of Pentacles is a very stable energy, especially when it comes to loyalty, security. And this is what you were craving most in the energy was, I want somebody to give the way that I give. And that's why your challenge is this Judgment to come into your receival, to come into your blessing. This person's doing one thing, it's blocking your crossroads. Yeah, you're being divinely guided, but your wheel can't move yet because it's encouraging you have to pull your energy back. This is definitely somebody who is highly influenced by this energy, because your love for this would have made you overlook the disrespect. Your love for this would have had your boundaries all over the place. And this is why you're what you don't see in the immediate future is there is something of greater value coming in. It doesn't have to always mean another connection, but something that's going to help you balance things out to the point where you're not over giving, to the point where it's depleting yourself. But this judgment being the challenge, because you still are vulnerable to this. And the thing about this is, before the blessing can come, a lesson has to be learned. Before the blessing is a lesson. Now let's see the immediate future. Yeah, ooh, I can't show that. The Lovers with the Queen of Wands. A decision has to be made, especially because you have a lot of cards that are indicating your intuition, your gut instincts is actually what's guiding you out through this entire thing. You do have something newer coming in, and I don't mean to sound some type of way, but if you were financially codependent on this energy, with that justice energy getting involved, you could be calling in somebody that's going to help you transition out. And I know that sounds really weird, and I just read what the cards say, but there is somebody that's possibly a very 555. There's change coming in. There could be somebody coming in that's going to help you, and it doesn't even have to be financially, but there's somebody who's going to have you find that confidence back to actually get out of a situation that's just doing one thing. It's causing you to be stuck. Possibly somebody helping you restore balance. And this isn't, it could be just a friend, family member, or possibly a romantic party, especially with the potential that I do see, the stability that I see. Yeah, there's no confusion in the immediate future. Not all the answers are there, but you're showing up as when that love turns like into disgust of what you tolerated in a situation, that's your self-worth coming back. And I just recently said that in a live that I did this morning, or I think it was the other day, but it's encouraging you. It's time to see this situation for exactly what it was. Yeah, this is your full liberation. Look at the level up that's already starting to happen. I don't know what you're calling in, who you're calling in, but somebody's manifesting help. And the thing about your energy, it was so sincere. You would have went out of your way to help people in situations, and that's why the universe is possibly delivering somebody to finally have your back, to help you out in a situation, instead of you constantly being the one that makes things successful, that makes things work out in the end, to the point where you're questioning, okay, what the hell am I even doing now? Somebody's coming in with a lot of certainty that's going to help you be certain, that's going to help you be stable, that's going to help you feel supported. Somebody was manifesting help, and it's here. And it does. It's your complete liberation from the past. It's walking away from cups that just kept taking and taking and taking from you and leaving you empty. This is a very beautiful, liberated energy, and I need somebody to see the balancing that is going to happen. Look at the Pentacles is all about security, loyalty, trust, being grounded. I hope this helped, guys.